Western Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Mavericks have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Golden State Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
And this is it, Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. We're looking at what could be a very short series. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Washington out there with Davis, and it's Thompson, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lively in at the 5, down low. And for Golden State, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Up front,
somewhere else.
The Mavericks trailing. And here's Irving. Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Pass to Washington. 4 on the shot clock. Over Butler. And it's Washington missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's Hield off the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Thompson. The kick out to Irving from deep Washington. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And this game is tied up now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. So it's the Warriors now. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Butler and Davis sends it back.
Expert timing by Davis on the block. Right when the ball was at its apex, he got it. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Washington finds Irving. Washington with the screen on Curry. Irving against Curry. Outside for Davis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Irving against Curry. Outside Butler. Floats one up. Got a piece of it.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
That puts them in the lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there.
Here's Kuminga. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding.
For him here in the second quarter, somebody had better get a hand up.
Pass to Jackson Davis. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. That one is off.
Jackson Davis taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Mavericks leading by 6. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Over in the corner, Washington. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Washington's got 6.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Thompson against Curry. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and the Warriors miss again. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 17-7 run. And 1:01 left to play here in the half.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Jackson Davis finds Butler. Shoots over Washington. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Dallas, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Washington hits them both. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. Hield outside. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Exum. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one is on Hield.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the 3-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Butler passes to Curry. Back to Butler. Hield from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hield's got 7 points in the game. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Dallas Mavericks.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. Because, in other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
Jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Now in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Irving. Yes! And the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Curry. He's got 13. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Irving drives in. Count that one. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Green kicks to Curry. Inside, Powell with the steal.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Mavericks.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Curry fires from way outside. And again, no good by Golden State. Green against Irving. Down low. Here's Davis. And it's Curry with the rebound. And here's Curry who brings it up for Golden State. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here is Hield. Golden State moving it around. Hield sets the pick for Curry. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And that one's good, Irving.
And he's starting to show that killer thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his team's
read by Thompson right there, you know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
Now here's Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's blocked. Irving against Hield. Irving passes to Davis. Misses in close. Warriors trail by 7. That's to Curry from deep three-point territory. And they hit it back inside. Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Both free throws good from Green.
Well, that time he made the most of that trip to the line and cuts the deficit.
Mavericks leading by 5. Outside Irving. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes in. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Curry against Irving. They set the screen. A clear look for Curry. They kick out to Heel. Over Thompson. Pass to Jackson Davis. Nice hit again. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Fearless. Draymond Green gets it done in the moment.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. So they foul intentionally.
Team score.
43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Butler. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. At one point they led by 16, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Timeout called the Warriors. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, AD. Things got tight down the stretch. What enabled you to close it out?
We just wanted to, make sure that we keep playing with pace, get some stops defensively, and they made some shots toward the end. But we just want to make sure that we come out and play defense every night. Get back to being that defensive-minded team, and get stops and run.
It was a great effort down the stretch, man. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.